Everything that I dreamed, believed and achieved was taken away by Amazon in a split second. Hey, it's Emma Louise Hamilton here from the Amazon Dream. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I recently got suspended on Amazon, what I did wrong, and I'll be sharing with you one of the responses I sent to Amazon as part of the appeals process. The first correspondence I had from Amazon was a text message telling me that my selling privileges had been removed with a link to follow. I immediately thought it was a spoof email designed to steal my information. Therefore, I logged into Amazon Seller Central using the desktop version, and this is what I was confronted with. At this point, I had no idea why I had been suspended. I then checked my emails and the case log, and I came across this message which informed me that all my listings had been removed and that this could take up to 90 days to resolve. Additionally, despite regularly removing money from my Amazon account, at the time of the suspension, I had just over 10k in my Amazon balance, which Amazon were refusing to release. The more of the message I read, the more I became to feel a little bit uneasy. This is because my overheads are quite high. So I've got 2 members of staff who help me prep and pack. I've got a commercial premises with all the associated bills, and on top of that, I just received some large wholesale orders that I could no longer send into Amazon. This led to thoughts of, am I going to be evicted? Because if you're not making sales, you're not making profit. The reason my account was suspended is because Amazon said I had violated the fair pricing policy, and there was now 2 ways of getting my account back. The first way was to submit a plan of action. A plan of action is basically your letter of appeal. You take full responsibility for everything that has happened, and you tell Amazon how you will prevent this situation happening again in the future. The second option is to ask Amazon to reverse their decision as you think it was made in error. After identifying the ASIN in question, which was this listing, I decided I wanted to ask Amazon to reverse their decision as I believed it was made in error. Simply because at the time of the suspension, I had listed the product for $13.99 with free postage and packaging where merchant fulfilled. The other offers on the listing ranged from $13.99 up to $16.99. Therefore, I was actually in line with the most competitive offers on the listing. It's important to note that I did not receive any pricing emails as you would ordinarily expect. However, under the inventory tab in Seller Central, it did say that the particular ASIN in question was blocked. Funnily enough, that evening I did contemplate deleting the listing. My intention was to contact Amazon and ask them to review the listing. However, this was my first mistake. Whenever you see a listing's being blocked, just delete it. You can then query it with Amazon at a later date, and if required, simply re-add it to your inventory. At this point, I reached out to the team at getunsuspended.com. They have a service called Suspension Safeguard where you can access professional advice. I explained that I wanted Amazon to reverse the decision and the reasons why. At this point, the team did say to me that I can give it a shot, but further down the line, I may need to change tack. This is my first submission that I drafted myself, and true to form, Amazon came back to me in 3 days requesting further information. If you're still watching, smash that thumbs up button. They included a further 3 ASINs that they deemed had violated the fair pricing policy. At this point, I reached back out to Karen at getunsuspended.com, and she provided me with some professionally written templates tailored to my personal situation. Additionally, I really had to do some critical thinking, as on the outset, all of my offers were in line with the most competitively priced Amazon sellers on the listings. In most cases, Amazon will not tell you what's wrong. It's like a jigsaw puzzle you need to piece together. I eventually uncovered what Amazon's main issue was, and this was down to the fulfillment method. All of the ASINs they had provided to me were merchant fulfilled listings with free shippings. All my other listings, the FBA listings and the merchant fulfilled listings, which I had added shipping onto separately, were all okay. Therefore, I have concluded if you are merchant fulfilling your products, the most safest way to keep your account healthy in terms of costings and pricing is to actually have one price for your item and then another price separately for your shipping. So Amazon can clearly identify what the price of the product is and the cost you are charging the customer to ship that product to them. I made the pre-template response my own by adding in information about my own operations and informing Amazon that I was going to be making some changes in terms of how I would now list my merchant fulfilled products. Additionally, I informed Amazon I would take into consideration the recommended retail price of the products going forward. The whole process took about 4 weeks from start to finish. This is slightly because I delayed in sending both responses to Amazon. I didn't want to reply in an emotionally charged state. Amazon will hold you accountable to what you say in your plan of action, and they will expect you to adhere to it. If you do not adhere to the promises you have made in your plan of action, Amazon will suspend you again. About 4 weeks after that initial text message, I received this email from Amazon. They informed me that my Amazon sellers account was now back in action and my funds were available to be released. The main takeaways I've learned from this and hope you take on going forward is to always take note of any pricing notifications you receive, then either delete the listing or reduce the price. This also includes notifications which are given to you next to your product under the inventory tab. And second, you only get a certain amount of times you can appeal before Amazon stop responding. Each time you appeal, the response time will be longer. If you're going to try and appeal yourself, try once. And if you need to submit another appeal, be sure to seek professional advice, because as I said, Amazon will ultimately stop replying after you have sent in a certain amount of appeals. Thirdly, multiple streams of income is important. This could be something as simple as selling on Amazon and also on eBay. Luckily for me, I do have multiple streams of income which are able to prop up my Amazon business if so needed. I'd really like to give a big shout out to Karen at GetUntoSpendit.com. If you are subscribed to Profit Protector Pro or BuyBot Pro, for a few pounds extra per month, you can actually get access to this service, which will give you peace of mind in case anything like this happens to you. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of my other videos here.